Welcome everybody, and it is I, or Expert, and we're back. We have ourselves a very special video. Last time I did this was probably 2 or 3 years ago, and that is my summoning video. And what do I mean by that? If, you know, because nobody saw the last time, and no one's probably going to see this one, but I do this anyway. I do this with a bunch of random miscellaneous things, but basically, I've been saving something very special for the last like 2.5 years, right? And then you hear summoning, you're thinking like, oh, you're talking about gems or something? No, not exactly. I'm talking about my good friend equipment keys. Yes, I have 15,000 equipment keys saved up. So this is like, I don't know, it's almost like 2 or 3 years, right? Because I'm casually in Champ 5 and PvP every week for the last, you know, millennia. And in Champ 5 you get 60 keys. So if you really want to do that math, you could do 15,600 divided by 60, and that's how many weeks I've been saving my keys, right? And also, there's probably like miscellaneous things out there where you can get equipment keys from, but majority of my keys are from PvP, and that's what we're going to be doing here because I need it, and it's just taking up a lot of my storage, right? It just looks crazy. Hold on, peep this, right? It looks so crazy to look at this in storage. Like yeah, my storage is wild. Don't get me wrong, but it looks nasty when you look at it in the perspective of my actual storage. Like, a lot of my storage is just keys. Like 562, what is it? 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 39. Is it 40 basically? Because the extra one up there? Okay, it's 39 rows and then plus 2. So if you really want to do that math, right? Do 15,600 divided by 39. And that gives me 400 exactly. And then so you add 2. So I've been saving these for 402 weeks on the average. And so that's actually a lot longer than... That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Because 402 weeks is 7 years, and that's just not true. I haven't been saving these for 7 years. That's just not true. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, point is, that's a lot of space. Like a fuck ton of space. And we're going to be using that today. So let's go ahead and get into it. The way I'm going to do it, I'm going to use consecutive draws. And obviously I need the stuff from this, right? So I'm going to make everything get auto salvaged except for SSR, HP, defense, and attack gear. Everything else will get salvaged. And hopefully I'm able to do it in run. I did just sell a bunch of my gear. So I have enough storage to keep going for a while if I get unlucky. So we shall see how this goes. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And no, I'm not finna have y'all watch this entire thing. It's going to take a long time. 15,000 keys is going to take probably an hour. I'm gonna be so real. So I'm going to be using time-lapse technology, editing fanciness, and I will get y'all through this. And then I'll probably stop in between whenever I get something relevant or whenever I have to refresh my equipment, storage, or something along those lines. So, that out of the way. Let's actually just get into it, right? Let's stop beating around the bush. 15,600 keys. Let's see what we can do. And let's go. Okay. We don't care about what we're getting here, but we're just gonna let it run. So I will be back when it's done being this. Okay, I see the problem now. So it's, even though I have it set to kill R gear, it won't kill it if it's attack, defense, or HP. That's, and then it's also making me get SSR crit resist. What? Did my settings not work? What's happening here? Why do I have crit resistance as... Oh, because I'm keeping all SSR gear as a whole. I see. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with the SSR gear. But the SR and R gear gotta go. So I'm just gonna have to make it to where I only salvage SSR, or I don't salvage anything but SSR. But for the first run, we got 800 stones, nothing crazy there. 27 anvils, 4 hammers, and that was only 400 keys. That's not even 10% of how many keys I have. So yeah, we're gonna be here a hot minute, bro. Like, it's just gonna be a bunch of back and forth, salvaging the gears. But just for the sake of like speeding the process up a little bit, I'm going to just auto salvage everything that isn't SSR. I don't really care about that gear, right? I'm gonna auto salvage all of it. Wait, I need to make sure it's set to unlimited. Oh my god! They gave me so many! So let's just see. We had 800 orange stones, right? And we're gonna sell all the BS gear they gave us. So realistically, we should have more like 1600 stones, maybe. Maybe that's a little bit of a stretch. 8 plus 4, so 1200 stones. That's not bad at all. So out of 400 keys, we got 1200 stones, some hammers, not a lot, only got 4, but and then 27 anvils, which also isn't a lot, but this is fine. So let's go back in. Let's go right back in and set it to where the game salvages SR gear, unfortunately, which means we have to make it so where everything that isn't SSR gear is gonna get salvaged. I thought that was how I would trick it, but no. See, I haven't done this in so long, so you can't knock me for not knowing. I haven't done this in 2 years. But, okay. We're gonna go ahead and hop back in there now. Alright. We should be able to go a lot longer than 400 keys this time, up until, like, you know, my equipment gets maxed out, probably. I think that's gonna get maxed out before my storage ever will. So, we'll see. Going in for round 2. Let me see if we can actually get more than 400 coins, or, keys this time. So, open. Okay, breakthrough part 3, something like that. We used 4,000 keys almost, with 382 draws. Okay, how much did we get here? We got 200 anvils, which isn't crazy. 33 5-stars, that's also not crazy. We got ourselves, how many hammers? Did I get any hammers? Where's the hammers? Am I blind? Oh, there they are. 35 hammers. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Well, it's pretty bad though. But it's, you know, more than most people are getting through this. So what was maxed? Not enough storage in my inventory. So I gotta go to my inventory and sell these like 3 stars and 4 stars and stuff like that. I'm gonna just go trade them up, make life easy. And then the SSRs can stay, I guess. I don't think I'm capped on them just yet, but let's go find out here, right? So we're at 11,000 keys. Yeah, bro, we're not even halfway, and we're getting so much. It's crazy. It's okay. My equipment is the thing that got maxed out. Okay, so now that equipment is maxed out, let's go and sell some of it. Granted, I'm not gonna +1 the gear to maximize profit. I'm gonna be real. I don't care, especially in the middle of a video. So I'm just going to genuinely sell all the useless stuff that isn't HP, defense, or attack. Like, straight up. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Oh, wait, no crit damage as well. I forgot about that one. Boom. So, yeah, there we go. So, yeah. Lifesteal, I barely needed. Lifesteal is hard to come by, though. Actually, okay, fine. I'm gonna keep lifesteal just for, like, shits and giggles. I might end up using it. So, yeah, I don't need the crit resistance or recovery rate or the crit resistance or crit defense or crit chance. None of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. Okay, let's just sell all of this. Boom. Make life a little easier. I don't care about min-maxing. I have 40,000 stones. I will be just fine. And then just for those in the back, just so y'all know, to min-max gear, what I mean by that is that you would awaken the gear in order to maximize how much you get back from the gear piece itself. If you want to do that, you +1 the gear. +1 it. Because +5ing the gear does nothing. It's the exact same, what do you call it? Return. It's the exact same return. You get 5 stones for a +1 gear. You get 10 stones. No, you get 5 stones for nothing. You get 10 stones for a +1 gear, and then you get 25 stones for +5 gear. And I'm not talking about stars. I'm talking about the numbers themselves. I don't have any, so I can't show you at the moment. But there was a lot of speculation about that at some point, and I just recently got a comment on one of my videos about it. No, do not plus 5 gear. That is a stupid thing to do. It does not increase your return. You're actually using more than you're getting back, because to plus 1 a gear, it's 5 stones. To plus 5 a gear, it's 25 stones. So you're spending way more stones just to get back the same amount you would get if you would just plus 1. So do not plus 5 gear. That's the whole point. So yeah, 205, we should be fine for at least another 4,000, 5,000 coins, maybe. Let me look at my storage again. 550, yeah, we're good there. So let's go ahead and head back in there, right? I think we should be fine with that. And let's keep on going. So, break time's over. Let's get back into the grind. Okay, round 4 or 5, I don't remember. 5,000 stones and some good stuff. So we got inventory space filled up again. I'm assuming it's the gear. We got 100 anvils that time, which is pretty decent, and 8 hammers. I want to say it's the equipment again, right? Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Let's go sell some equipment then. We're just gonna go ahead and auto salvage what we already had selected, because that is completely useless. And then we're gonna go through here, right? We don't need the attack necklaces. If you know, we don't make 4 pieces necklaces or earrings, so we don't need the necklaces. We don't need the earrings for that. We don't need the belts for defense. We don't need that. Anything else here? We don't need the HP necklaces. We don't need the defense runes. We don't need the defense cuffs. We don't need the defense runes here. We don't need the crit damage cuffs. We don't need... Lifesteal necklace can stay. That's good stuff. We don't need the HP earrings. Let's get rid of those. We don't need the lifesteal cuffs or the belts here. We also don't need the runes. We don't need these. And we don't need these. And we don't need the rings either, I guess. Okay. Now that's a cleanse of the palette. So we shouldn't run into a storage problem for a hot minute. I think we should be able to do the rest of these relatively fast. That's 800 or 300. It's nothing. Whatever. I'm not worried about it. We got 52,000. Just so y'all know, I came in with 30,000 or 34,000, something like that. So I'm on the up. I don't care about min-maxing gear salvaging. So let's go ahead and go back in. Let me double check the stores though. Let me double check. We have 549. Yeah, we're never hitting max in that. And then for gear, we're at 188. So yes, we are the lowest we've ever been. So we should be able to get through the rest of this 9,000 keys really simply, hopefully. So let's go back in. All right, round, I'm gonna just call it 5. I don't know. I genuinely don't remember. Or, you know, just run it. Screw it. Why not? Okay. We had to stop again because SSR gears is getting crazy. I think I'm at the point where I can just salvage the SSR gear. Or, like, add it to the auto salvage for the rest of the coins. And just keep going from there. But 8,000 in this run is pretty good. 29 hammers. So we're chilling. We're chilling. Let's go ahead and salvage the gear here. I'm surprised we actually hit the freaking cap. That's kind of crazy. But I guess we are keeping a bunch of SSR gear. So let me just click through some all of this, and then we'll get back to you. Okay. Got all the gear out of the way. So let's see what we're getting here. Like 300, 400? Okay, cool. And now let's get back on the grind. 211 of 259. That should be fine to finish up. Oh, still got 7,000. Oh my god. No, it's not. I'm gonna hit the cap again. I might have to sell all my gear if I want to do this in one run. I'm gonna have to. That's cringe. Okay. Instead of doing that, fuck it. We ball. Let's just salvage everything. We have enough gear. We're fine. Let's just salvage everything and then just send the last 7K. Okay? Because I don't want to do that again. Alright, last push. Come on. Lock in. Just give me the resources. Let's see what we got here. Then I guess we could add it all up at the very end. I don't know exactly how much I had going into it though, so that's gonna be a bit of a problem. But I sort of remember how much I've gotten total. I mean, I've got like almost 30,000 plus orange stones. I got probably almost 100 hammers and about almost 1,000 anvils, basically. And then a bunch of like low tier blue stones. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's just push the last 7K for straight up resources. We don't need equipment. All of my gear, or all of my people on my box is geared anyway. There's no point in me hoarding equipment in any scenario. So yeah, we're just gonna do that and let's wrap it all up, okay? Last push. And we're finished. It only took us a fucking millennia, but we are finished. We did the last 7,000 keys, 23,000 stones, hammers, a lot of hammers, decent anvils. But how much did we get total? Let's look, right? Because I didn't have, okay, before going in, I did not have that many hammers. I probably had like 0, legit 0, because I just maxed out a character using hammers. So I'm probably, I'll say I had less than 100 going into this in terms of hammers. Easily less than 100. Anvils, I probably had a few thousand, like maybe 2,000 on the high end. I don't think I had more than that. This I already know. I had 32,000 orange stones. And I don't care about the low tier crystals. I'm going to trade them up for 5 stars anyway. But 1,300, 400, that should be like roughly 30 high crystals, maybe less, maybe a lot less actually, but we'll get the mathing there. But let's just see, how many anvils do I have right now out of 15,600 equipment keys? 6,000. So we got somewhere between 5 and 4,000, somewhere in that ballpark. That's pretty crazy, pretty good stuff. I didn't have any of these, but I don't care, but that's fine. And then the 5 stars I don't carry as well. Hammers, we got 250. Now that makes sense. So I think I did have 0 hammers. 250 makes a lot of sense. That's pretty good. That's good stuff right there. And then obviously I had 30,000 and now I'm at 80,000. I doubled it and then raised it by 2, which is crazy. Okay, and that's the haul. That's the haul. So overall we got 5,000 anvils, 200 hammers, 40,000 orange crystals, and then, you know, these things that I already have a bunch of that I don't really care for, and then a decent equipment that I can use on these random units that are out there. So that's gonna wrap up the draw video, literally. That was good. That was really good. So now I have enough resources to like giga buff my box and then some. So we're gonna be grinding here a little bit. We're gonna be pushing that box, you see, because I'm at 18.1, or not at 0.1 yet. Yeah, I'm almost at 0.1. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do. That was fun, but now that's gonna be the end of the video. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all when I get 20,000. That's the next one. We did 10,000, we did 15,000. Now I have to save up for either 20,000 or it's end of service, because 20,000 is gonna take me so long to get. But we'll see, man. Maybe there's somewhere to buy equipment keys somewhere, and I just didn't know it until today. But yeah, it was a long time coming. Now my inventory feels more clear than it's ever been, with my miscellaneouses being down. I was at 560, now I'm at 530. I'm like, yeah, bro. My one-use items look a lot more condensed because I don't have a long list of keys. Yeah, it feels good. So that's gonna be the video. We got a lot of resources there, and it was fun. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all when I see y'all.